Here we are. This is Birdman 316 out here in the test field, or one of the test fields. Now we're getting quite a bit of breeze. Sometimes it's coming from that direction, sometimes it's coming from that direction. It's kind of variable, so we're gonna play this wisely and safely. We done calibrate everything, the quick, fast, to hurry up mode, and there's no problems, and we got solid lights. You can barely, let me get over here in the way so you can see. There you go. I'm in the way, so my shadow's right there, so you can see the lights a little better. So now what we're going to do is we're going to arm these motors. This is the first flight of this baby right here. We had to bump that battery pack because we wasted so much power just goofing off trying to fix this and trying to figure that out. So to make it a fair test, we went ahead and bumped it back up to the 12.6, 12.8, somewhere along in there. Whatever the voltage is, the maximum peak voltage is for 3S LiPo. But anyway, let's get started. We calibrated everything. We did the compass, we did the gyros. Everything's ready to go. So both sticks down and in. Starts her up. We're going to do the one key to take off. Now we're going to be fighting a little bit of wind here. There we go. You see her trying to fight that wind there. Let me get up just a little bit higher there. Yeah, she's holding steady, trying to anyway. You can tell. There's a little bit of wind going on here, so what we're going to do is we're going to do this wisely. She's trying to get some toilet bowl. I don't know why, but I guess the wind's kind of messing with her a little bit. So we're going to test the one key to land and see what. We're going to bring it a little lower first. We'll bring it a little bit lower first. Bring her down a little bit. One key to land. Hopefully she will be okay. There's a little bit of a rocky landing there, but the one key landing did work. We're going to rearm the motors. And we're going to go back up. One key to take off. Oh, about $150. Someone asking about the quad here. Normally it's around $150, but this one's on sale. We're in speed number 1. Yeah, it's pretty windy, so we're going to keep this test kind of short. Well, not really short, but close by, you know. I'm going to push her up. You can go out with her a little bit. Now we're running this with no load on here at all. Let me go over that way just a little bit more. Maybe go up higher just a little bit. Okay, now one key to return home. It's button right here in the middle. And she's, oh, that's right, we won't have no onboard telemetry. We don't know how far we are. I'm guessing maybe 100 meters out. Maybe 75. One key to return home. Here we go. And she makes a beeline. I tell you, she don't be playing around. Now my other one doesn't have that, it's been called a toilet bowl generator. I don't know what the proper term is, but my other one doesn't have that, or if it does, it's a different style, different fashion. There we go. We return home safely. But this one here, let me put it right here. It's a little bit lower grass. I think I'm gonna turn around and face her that way because if you want to return home, you want it to be coming with the wind. You don't want it to be stressing out, fighting the wind. We're going to arm the motors. We're going to manually take off this time. Here we go. Manual takeoff. Okay. Now we're going to yaw around this way. Now I think we might be facing the wind now. Well, the wind does change. It can blow this way, it can blow that way. But I guess we will be okay. We're going to go up. I'm going to push her out there a pretty good ways. Yeah, she's wanting the toilet bowl a little bit. I don't know why. Go up a little bit higher. Okay, I'm going to stop right there. Center key right here. Return to home. Here she comes. She is making a beeline. She is moving. There we go. Of course, this bird, this company, the X16, the buying toys, this model, the X16, has always been kind of a wild one. She'll keep you on your toes, believe it or not. She's coming down pretty good. There we go. She slows down about maybe, I don't know. I hope she, well. The reason she tripped, because she was toilet bowling a little bit. But I guess she had her first official little flop, which I guess now means she's officially broke in. That's what they say in RC car talk. First time you wreck a car, an RC car, that means it's officially broke in. But I guess since this one kind of had a little bit of a tumble on the landing, I don't know why I did that toilet bowl effect there. Everything's been calibrated correctly. Maybe we need to go back, well, I don't know. I don't feel like opening this thing up again for the 5th time. What we're going to do now is we're going to arm the motors again. We're going to manually take off. This time we're going to cut GPS off. See her drifting a little bit? Let me go up a little bit higher. Just fly around a little bit. So this would be a good way to see which way the wind's blowing. Bring our wrist way a little bit more. We're still at speed number 1. Now the wind must be blowing that way because she's going that way. Of course, I think the table was a little bit off center when I did the gyro calibration. Because when you do your gyro calibration, I know what I can do. I'm going to bring her in for a manual landing. Facing the wind, of course. Bring her down very slowly and out of my face here. I'm going to land her one more time manually. And I'm going to reset those gyros. I'll put her in a nice level area. Reset those gyros. Now with this one here, when you land, there we go. Now, let her cut off. Now you don't do the down and in to cut it off once you land, because the motors will rev up, and next thing you know, you'll be on your lid. We're on a downward slope a little bit. We're going to go ahead and reset those gyros, which you do the gyros this way and this way. And your lights will flash just a little bit. Now the gyros have been reset, and maybe she won't be drifting backwards. So I'll rearm the motors here. Let's do a 1 key takeoff. 1 key takeoff, this button right here. Let me get her up a little bit out of my face here. Don't want her to bite me, that'll hurt. We are still out of GPS mode, I think. Let's make sure. Yep, we were out of GPS mode. Now we're out of GPS mode again. We're just kind of flying around a little bit. In sport mode, let me get up a little bit higher there. We don't want to be around those wires there. That will be bad. Put her in speed number 2 now. Speed number 2. Speed control button there. Yeah, she's still wanting to drift backwards a little bit. Maybe the wind's blowing from my left. No wonder. Okay, let me bring her back over this way a little bit more. Now release the sticks. Yeah, that wind's blowing from my left. That's why she seemed like she was drifting backwards, but she wasn't really drifting backwards. The nose happened to be pointing towards the wind. That's what made it appear that she was drifting backwards. Let's do a sport pass. Woo, got close to that wire there. Had to get up quick. This thing's really quick, even though you don't gas on it. You just throw full pitch and she's really moving. That sun will get you too. Let me cut the GPS on. Till I get my vision back, I got blinded by the sun there. There we go. You probably wonder, well, how did you know which way to turn it to go forward? Well, from that height, I can see the big red stripe on her nose. I can see those legs from up over here. Let me bring her down a little bit, show you what I did. It's always a good idea to pitch forward when you're coming down. Okay. I'm sure you can probably see it by the camera. Let me bring it out a little bit more. Bring her closer a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to stand under her. See those red stripes on the legs and on the front motor pods and the nose? The factory stripes are on the front arms. I added those others so to make sure that I'll be able to see this baby in the daytime. Because at night, you got your lights. You got your LED lights. Let me cut GPS off. That's the only thing we haven't tested yet. Old Bo trying to mess with me. We can get up a little bit higher because we want to clear those power wires down there, you know. We don't want me nowhere near them power wires. Get tangled up on a brand new burr on your first flight, that wouldn't be good. Let me get up a little bit higher. Make sure we clear those lines. I'm gonna put her number 2, just to make sure we got enough pitch to stay out of trouble. To get carried away by the wind. I don't see any LEDs yet. Well, you can't really see them from down here anyway because she's up there pretty good. That sun will blind you. I'm trying to keep from getting blinded. down a little bit more. There we go. This battery seems to be lasting pretty good. It's the stock 2200 milliamp battery that came with the bird. Seems to be lasting pretty good. But like I said, we're going to test the geofence while we're in sport mode. I'm sure it'll work, because once she hits LVC, she don't let you go no further than 25-30 meters or so. I guess it's just a safety precaution so you won't lose your bird. And plus, if the battery gets down to a certain level, she'll just come home and land. But I'm not sure if you're out far enough on some and LVC hits, guess what? It's going to land wherever it feels like it. And if you're over water, oh boy, you're in trouble. I'm trying to kind of stay over this little confined area because the sun is bright and it will blind you. And that yaw speed is pretty good. This is speed number 2. Yaw speed. Check number 1. Yaw speed. Oh, wait a minute. Let me get away from those wires over there. They come back over here a little bit. Uh-oh. Oh, guess what? Guess what? You saw that. You seen that, didn't you? We are in sport mode. Check this out. Nope. She wouldn't let you do it. She's coming back. The geofence works. Let me put her back in GPS mode, just to be safe here. But we do know well, maybe not. The geofence won't let you see. See what I mean? See? Hands off. Even though you're in sport mode, the geofence will not let it go past a certain point or height. Now the wind is going to try to drift it away, and watch this. Watch this. The wind's taking it away. And that geofence ain't letting that happen. That's pretty neat. Oh, here we go. Here we go. That geofence, I tell you, that's a good thing. Because you don't want to lose your bird, even though this wasn't a really, really expensive bird. Normal price is about 150 bucks or so, but that's, some people, that's a lot of coin. Oh, check it out. She's not letting you take her away. Watch it. Wind's blowing her away. Boom. No, so fast there, Buster. Wait a minute. Oh, woo-wee. Let's put her back in GPS mode. I didn't think she was going to lift up above those wires. I thought I was in trouble. Thought I was in some trouble. I'll bring her down a little bit more here. A little for more safety because the wind is blowing pretty strong out here. There we go. I'm going to let her hover right here since the wind is really strong out here. And we don't want no mishaps. Especially on this first flight. New bird. Took us a few days to figure out why the compass calibration wouldn't work. We wasn't fast enough. For some reason, I don't know why she's toilet bowling like this, but it must be that so-called whatever that thing is. Some people call it a toilet bowl generator. But maybe it's some kind of something to do with the compass or whatever, I don't know. But she is doing a self-landing. Let's come over here. Well, actually, we did take off from over here. We sure did. Let's hope she didn't do any craziness and flip over there. Hands off. Take it out. Hands off. I forgot we took off from over here before when we redid the gyroscope calibration. Because we took off from here, we were pointing that way, but we were right here anyway. But heck, we're going to document the time. We'll probably maybe, I don't know, we'll make an adjustment since we did come in and land, cut off for a couple minutes, a couple of seconds or whatever, but we'll get it all figured out. And this is Birdman 316 with the Buying Toys x16 GPS number 2. Sayonara.